Here are the top 5 red flags have to do with the cell phone and infidelity or cheating. Now, if you're involved in a situation where you suspect cheating, infidelity, I guarantee you your partner is using their cell phone to communicate with their lover or whoever, whatever you want to call it. Now, if your partner exhibits say 2 or more of these behaviors I'm about to talk about, I'm telling you, you have a problem. And the more they exhibit, the more severe I guarantee your problem is. That is, of course, if you care about your relationship. If you don't, then you have no problems. But more importantly than showing you or helping you identify these behaviors, I'm going to show you how to find out the truth, how to really find out what's going on behind the scenes so you get the answers that you need, like text messages, WhatsApp messages, and GPS location, everything you need to know to find out what's really going on. So first, let's get into the top 5 red flags. Now, this is, say, in level of order of importance from least to worst, or like from least to the most important. Now, the first one is phone face down. Now, I know a lot of people keep their phone face down just simply out of habit. Maybe you've been single for a long time, or maybe your partner just doesn't care. I used to keep my phone face down as well, but once I got into a serious relationship and then ultimately married, now I don't. I keep my phone face up. My wife keeps her phone face up. And it's not because we feel like we have to. We just do it willfully. We do it voluntarily, rather as a means of transparency. She was in the dating world for quite some time, and so was I. So we've learned to identify these things that people do to try to, lie and deceive and things like that. So we take these things into consideration. We both leave our cell phones face up all the time. Now, if your partner doesn't, again, that in itself is not a very big indicator, okay? But now, number 2, so let's just say if they keep their phone face down, it go from a level 0 up to a level 2, okay? So now, the second, if that phone is on silent. Now, if that phone is on silent and it's also face down, my friend, you've gone now from a 2 to a 4, because now you're getting a little bit more serious with the behavioral issues as it applies to the cell phone, because now you kind of move into the area of them, say, just being a little secretive with their phone, because again, if you're in a relationship, and I'm talking about a committed relationship, living together, married, you should not be, say, that secretive with your cell phone. So it being face down and also being on silent, in my opinion and in my experience, 21 years in this business, yes, you definitely have cause for concern, because why is it on silent? That's a good question. I could see if you're watching a movie. Maybe if you have a toddler at home or an infant, you don't want to wake them up. But even still, you can keep the volume very, very low. Now, my phone is always on. It's always face up. But you ask yourself, why is their phone on silent? If it is, and if they give you a good reason and you're willing to accept it, okay, great. Okay, number 3, do they guard their phone with their life? And you know what I'm talking about. Is their phone always attached to their hip? I mean, always in their pocket, always in their pocketbook, in their car, close by, in their hand, stuffed under their stuck underneath their butt when they're sitting around, in between their legs, on their laps and things like that. Do they ever let it out of their sight? And if they do, how are they responding to it? Do they panic? Oh, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? These things, yeah. Now, if you got 3 out of the 5, now you definitely have a problem. Now you've gone from a 4, in my opinion, up to a 7. If they guard that phone with their life, just a little bit more, or a lot more than normal, like normal people do, that's a problem. I could tell you myself, I leave my phone laying around all the time. A lot of times I forget where I put it. So I ask my wife, call my phone, whatever. I'll do it myself from her phone. It makes no difference. And that's the way it's supposed to be. If it's not like that in your relationship, I'm telling you, that's 3 out of 5. You have a problem. Now, number 4 is, do you have access to their phone? Can you walk up to them and say, baby, can I take a look at your phone? Or can I use your phone? My battery went dead. If they resist at all, and I mean any resistance at all, what do you need it for? What do you want to know? Blah, 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 whatever. The huge red flag. That is a huge red flag. Again, you should be able to walk up to your partner, in my opinion, and say, hey, baby, can I take a look at your phone, or can I use your phone to do whatever? And there should be zero resistance at all. Now, number 5 is password protected. If that phone is password protected and you don't know the password, my friend, you definitely have a problem. I don't care what you say, privacy or this or that. Bullshit. There is no privacy inside of a marriage. You should know each other's passwords everything there is to know about each other. You don't have any privacy within a marriage. And if you do, well, you probably are asking for trouble. And I'm telling you, if that phone is password protected and you don't know that password, it's a problem, and you definitely have an issue. Now, people I know are going to come back in the comments and say, well, I'm being paranoid, well, this and well, that. But I'm telling you, people, listen to me and listen to me closely. I've been in this business 21 years. I have seen and heard everything. And if it's not been my own personal experience, I've heard it from my audiences. I've heard it from my viewers. And, the one thing I could tell you is that the stories are always the same. It's just the names that change. That's it. It almost always starts in the workplace. 93% of affairs start in the workplace. You see that person every day. You're comfortable. You're joking around. They're on your team. You work together with a common goal. You go to work every day looking good, smelling good, feeling good. You spend 8 to 10, 12 hours a day at work. You come home, you're tired, you're run down. Before you know it, you're spending the better hours of your day at work, and then your spouse gets what's left over. The weekends, if you have kids or anything, is usually about the kids. Running from here, running from there. You're lucky to get 4 or 5, 6 hours together. That does not even compare to the level of involvement you have with a coworker. I mean, look at the guy from Astronomer. And I rest my case. There are thousands and thousands of cases like that every single day. I mean, it's crazy. So, yeah, the workplace is the number one place for affairs to begin. Now, okay, so how do we find out? That's easy. There are 2 ways to find out just about any information you could possibly want. The first is with an OTA app like the ones that are offered in ProSpy. OTA apps are great. They're gaining tremendous popularity because they're nice, they're fast and easy. They're made for the average person. You download the app, you enter the phone number of the phone you want to monitor, and then you enter the license key that they give you with the app. After that, the app connects. The app creates the remote connection between their phone and yours. That's when you're going to be able to see WhatsApp messages, text messages, GPS location, both the current and the history, photos, videos, social media activity from Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and so much more. Also, you'll be able to see web browser history, emails, anything, dating apps or anything that's on their phone. Anything and everything that you will need to obtain the truth can be gotten with an OTA app like the ones that are offered in ProSpy. They're great. I'm telling you, there's a demo you could watch. Just tap on the one of the links here in this channel and go there. You can check out the demo. It's a fantastic, fast, easy way to get a lot of information from a short period of time, and you don't need to have the phone and you don't need to be anywhere near it. Now, the second way to do this is by using a system that's called instantid.info. This is a great way to obtain the exact GPS location of a phone without having the phone or being anywhere near it, and without installing any software or app to the phone. It's simple. All you have to do is go to instantid.info. You enter the phone number into the search bar, and then it accumulates, or I should say, it gathers the approximate location of that phone. Then to get the exact location of the phone, all you have to do is send a text message to that phone through the instantid.info system. You don't use your phone, and you don't use your phone number. Every search that takes place on Instant ID is anonymous, so the other person will not know that you're searching their phone number. So the text message is sent, it reports back to you that phone's GPS location, the exact GPS location, as a push pin on a Google map with the street address, city, state, and all that other good information that you're going to need. Now, you can also maintain a regular contact or monitor that phone's movement over a period of time simply by sending additional text messages. Now, people usually say, okay, well, they can just block the number. No, because every single time Instant ID sends a text message, it uses a different number. Instant ID has access to tens of thousands of phone numbers. There's no way they can all be blocked. So it's just not going to happen. And that's a great way to keep track of, locate anybody if they're not responding to your text, if they're not responding to your calls, loved ones, children, employees, elderly. So many different uses for this, so many great uses for this. And, it's just, it's a fast, easy way to obtain the exact GPS location of any phone from anywhere at any